Hello, this is Eric, one of the site administrators here at OnlinePrayerJournal.com, and I am going to show you how to set up your prayer tables and help you start to create your electronic prayer list. So you'll want to create an account if you haven't already done that. You can do that several different ways. You can use the register link here. You can also go to the main membership page through either here or by clicking this link here to go to my prayer journal. And this claim your free account now is the link that will take you there. Actually, the sign into existing account takes you to the same place. So I've already created an account, so I'm going to just log in. And then what you'll see here is the landing page for your prayer list is this prayer list homepage, which is kind of a dashboard for all of your prayers organized by the main groups that you'll probably want to put them in, as well as having a brief description here of the kinds of prayers you might want to put in there. And then we also have on the far right-hand column of this table your latest 3 entries for each of those different groups. So what this hopefully provides for you is a bit of a summary of all the prayers that you are lately praying about across all of these different categories. So you could potentially just use this screen to during your prayer time and just go through your latest prayer additions. In the meantime, though, there's nothing added here because we have a brand new account. So let's go ahead and add some of those prayers, and we'll try the family group first. So you'll notice here, this is the main interface for all of your prayer cards. The family table is right here. That's your main category. We also have a bit of a tab system here for the actual tables to help you to organize all of this. So you'll see the prayer request tab is selected here. We can select the prayer subjects tab. I'll explain what that is here in just a moment. And then you'll see that this looks like a tab as well, all family. And what will happen, you'll see, is as we add prayer subjects that are kind of subsets of the larger family grouping of prayers, we will have additional tabs show up here. So that allows you to organize even subgroups within these larger tabs like family. So let's go ahead and show you how that's done. Of course, there's nothing added here. Let's add a couple prayer subjects first. So let's go ahead and add my daughter. And then you'll notice the table shows up and she's added as a subject. And then I'll add my wife as well. Okay, of course, you're always able to edit or delete these. You can inline edit anything in the tables as well, if you'd like, just by double-clicking on them. And then we'll go over to prayer requests, and we'll actually add some prayers to those new subjects. So if we say add a new prayer request, you'll notice the form allows you to select what subject you want to choose. Now, you could just leave it in all family, which means it will just show up under all the prayers within the family group, and that'd be fine. But if you want to group it down into smaller categories like my daughter, we'll go ahead and do that. So I'll show you what that looks like. So we'll add a prayer for her, just to have the Lord please reveal his ways to her today and how she treats her friends at school. Okay, and we'll add that. And then you'll notice a table is created for just my daughter. There's a new tab for just her. And that prayer shows up here. Let's add another one. And I will show you just kind of how I like to use these tables. I like to actually add some scripture as well. So I'm going to add a piece of scripture here for her. Just Proverbs 3:5-6 about trusting in the Lord's ways. And you'll see that under my daughter now there's 2 prayers. There's the first one I added as well as the scripture. Now let's add one for a different subject. We'll add one for my wife. And for her, we'll just say, Lord, please bring her peace. Save her from anxiety. She takes care of our family. So I'll add that. Now you'll notice what happened here was the new tab for my wife is added to this top line tab system, and just the one prayer that I entered for her shows up. If I go to all family, you'll see all of the prayers that I've entered for this grouping under family. 2 for my daughter, 1 for my wife. Now, if I want to niche down to just my daughter or my wife, then just those will show up as I use this tab system. Okay, so we'll add a couple more under a different one of these groups. I'll go to myself, and again, we have a new table here. Let me just show you what happens if I just go ahead and add a prayer for me. I'll just ask the Lord to be close to me so I can perceive his will. Okay, now you'll see what happened here is because I did not assign a subject, there's just a blank area there, and that's fine. It still shows up then under the All Myself tab. There's no particular subject there, so we just leave that alone. I will go ahead and show you, though, I can still add a subject. So for here, I actually have a prayer from a Bible study series that I went through. This is from the Gospel series that's from J.D. Greer, who's a lead pastor at Summit Church in Raleigh-Durham area. So I want to add that subject first, and then I'll go back to the prayer request tab and go ahead and add the Gospel series. This is kind of a long one, so I actually typed it out. I'll just copy and paste it in here. Okay, now we'll see that that's added. There's a new tab again created for the Gospel series under the Myself larger table. I can also just go to All Myself, and you'll see both prayers that I added across all of the subjects. So hopefully you're getting a good idea of how these tables work and how you can set them up. We hope that you are able to use them to really help to support your prayer life. If you have any thoughts or suggestions or questions, always feel free to reach out to us. We'd love to hear from you. You can reach out to us by going down to the bottom here in the footer. There's actually a link to contact us and a form that you can fill out. It'll send us an email and we will respond to you. Thanks so much for your interest in OnlinePrayerJournal.com. God bless.